It is the cruelest irony in medical history. The man who taught the world to wash its hands died from an infection in his own blood. Vienna, 1847. The General Hospital. It was a factory for death. In the maternity ward, healthy women were dying of childbed fever at a terrifying rate. 1 in 10. Sometimes 1 in 3. Women begged on their knees not to be taken there. They preferred to give birth in the dirty streets than enter the hospital. Because in the hospital, the doctors were the danger. Ignaz Semmelweis was a young doctor who couldn't sleep. He watched the bodies pile up, night after night. And then he noticed something strange. The hospital had 2 clinics. Clinic 1, run by doctors and medical students. Death rate? Massive. Clinic 2, run by midwives. Death rate? Almost 0. What was the difference? The doctors were scientists. They started their day dissecting corpses in the morgue, then walked straight upstairs to deliver babies, without washing their hands. Semmelweis realized the horror. They were carrying death from the dead to the living. So he gave an order.
Before you touch another woman, you will cleanse your hands. Every man. Every time.
The death rate dropped from 18% to 1%. Thousands of lives were saved instantly. The nightmare should have ended there. But facts don't matter when ego is involved. The medical establishment was offended. Famous doctors said,
"A gentleman's hands are clean by definition."
They refused to believe they were the dirty ones. They refused to believe they were the killers. They didn't just fire Semmelweis. They mocked him. They exiled him. They drove him mad. In 1865, broken and alone, he was tricked into visiting an asylum. When he realized what was happening, he tried to leave. The guards beat him severely. A gangrenous wound formed on his hand. 2 weeks later, the man who tried to save the world from infection died of sepsis. Years later, Louis Pasteur proved him right. Germs are real. Semmelweis saved more lives after his death than most men do in a lifetime. But his story isn't about hygiene. It's about pride. Because the most dangerous thing in that hospital wasn't the bacteria. It was the arrogance.
Trust your doctor.
1 drop a week. Always twisted. Never safe. This is Twisted in 60.
Enjoyed the twist? Tap like, share it forth, and subscribe for more. Leave a comment too, it helps more than you know.